Hi everyone, and welcome to the course. So what's political economy about? Over the last 250 years, political economy has held remarkably many meanings. Two stand out, and those belong to Adam Smith and Karl Marx. Smith thought that political economy studies how a nation manages its resources. And Marx thought that political economy revealed a relationship between asset ownership and development of economic processes. But both of these social and economic scholars lived a very long time ago. In the 20th century, political economy evolved and changed dramatically. It's taken a turn from more formal analysis of political processes and has since occupied a firm place in the juncture between economics and political science. So political economy does that by adopting methods typical for economics, but at the same time applied to political processes and events. And this particular strand of the discipline is also known as public choice. Now, in public choice, rational agents pursue goals within constraints, which drives political decision-making. But we also don't want to disregard completely a strain of the political economy tradition coming from past times, right? From the 18th and 19th century classical economists to whom political economy meant more than a rational choice and to whom we owe a debt of gratitude. Right, so they adopted a broader view of societal processes, including demographic trends and ownership of resources and inequality and outgroup conflict, and we'll discuss some of them in this course. So to us, understanding the choices societies make will mandate a synthesis of the above public choice and sociological approaches. And this synthesis leads to the following definition of political economy. Right? We'll understand political economy as a study of the decisions that societies make about political processes and institutions, and we'll do this study using economic modeling. So you will shortly see that there can't be a single unifying approach to the study of these processes, but the core elements of this methodology are, first of all, the unit of analysis, which is the rational individual, and the rational individual has certain goals and they try to achieve that within certain constraints. Then we'll study these rational individuals using hardcore theory models, and those models will be the well-known micro and macroeconomic optimization. But sometimes the models will also feature some game theoretic approaches. And naturally, you want to test if those approaches work, right? And you do that with empirical models, typically regressions and sometimes quasi-experiments. So how are we going to go about it then? Now, first, if there is any previous weekly material to revise, then you'll need to go over it. And let's say there will be some mathematical derivation you will not be able to understand from the very first time you see it. You do need to revise them and perhaps stop by my feedback and office hours to completely understand the previous week's material. Now, this is a good first step. Your understanding is not going to come automatically, right? You need to invest some time in this understanding on a weekly basis. And otherwise, you may feel lost very quickly just after a couple of weeks into the term. You will. So stop by, discuss. Don't feel afraid to send me a line on this and that question. So after revising, you watch any new weekly videos at home before the live lecture. The videos outline the basics of what we're going to talk about during the lecture and the rest of the week. And as you can see, the videos come with slides attached to them. So you can use those slides as talking points, but remember, not as readings. Those readings are also posted on Moodle for you, and they're separate from the PowerPoints. The lecture will then expand on those videos and will add perspectives on the videos. It will also serve as a platform for me to offer feed forward for upcoming assignments or feedback to past assignments. I may also use some of the lectures and seminars for workshopping or ideas for upcoming assignments and peer learning. I found that peer learning works really well in the past editions of this course, and that's why I intend to keep that element of the past editions. And finally, I'll revise the material or offer additional advice on the seminar. For example, I'll give you some solutions to the more difficult parts of the weekly models. And in the seminar, I'll also use as a place to ask you additional questions and reflect on what you've learned during the week, and hopefully gear your new powers towards solving some important societal problems. For example, let's say populism or the level of restrictions during lockdowns, or what do we do in case any upcoming pandemic strikes us unexpectedly. So in essence, the seminars will close the material from the previous week or will give you additional guidance for your upcoming assessments. And that's the plan. Where can you find the videos, the class presentations, the seminar materials, and the readings? Everything will be posted on Moodle for you. Note that the lectures will be recorded, but the seminars may not be, according to college policies. So you need to engage with the material and attend classes. So this is how we'll do assessments this year. There will be 2 homeworks. The first one is a critical literature review, which is an essay worth 20% of your mark. And based on the essay, you'll develop an empirical project for another 20% of your final mark. And this will be your second homework. So basically, you'll be working with published literature and will do your own regression analysis based on the gaps that you outline in the published literature. And in addition, you will have a 60% coursework assessment. This will be split into several components, and the goal of those components will be to help you develop your graded homeworks or promote your work to the wider professional and intelligent, non-professional community. We find ourselves as economists, we find ourselves speaking to many more than economists, so we need to be able to talk to the intelligent non-professional as well. And I'll of course give you some details on those assessments during the first live class, as usual. So here's where you can find me. I work in Horton Building, Office 213. You can find the office on the ground floor, right across from Horton Lecture Theatre 1. And know that I'll be able to meet you in my office hours only. And you'll find those office hours on Moodle as well. Unfortunately, I'm not able to accommodate any additional demands on my time outside of these feedback and office hours. You can, however, send me an email anytime. I'll reply to that email typically during my office hours only. And if you want to know more about me, you can check my personal website. And now, thanks for watching, and I very much look forward to our work on how societies make choices. Now, go and check the rest of the week 1 materials and see you soon in the classroom. Thanks, and bye.